So, and then she was like, "Are you sure it's in?" And I'm like, "Of course it's in. It said turn it in before the end of the month. I submitted it a while ago, so it's fine."
You're not getting that out of the upholstery.
Ready for a jump clap there. Yes. Welcome back to the Flannel, everybody. We have a great show. Jason's got some news. That's the title of the show because he's a special man. We've gotten good news all across the board tonight, so I'm pretty happy. We got Jason, Corey, and as always, Troy. Ty is living in the Windy City, or kind of the Windy City tonight.
Colorado version thereof. What did they say? 80-mile-an-hour wind?
80 miles an hour. That's nuts. Yeah.
I'm from Kansas. So I was like, whatever. That's like
fair
Thursday.
Well, Nat posted a picture of snow, and I was like, oh, that's a nice dusting.
Don't you do that in Utah?
Yeah, 18 inches of snow and overnight.
18?
Yeah, it's still on my truck. I should send a picture. I've been too lazy. I've been day drinking.
So is that enough to cancel everything, Jason?
Oh, I canceled everything.
Day drinking, it's gonna be a good one.
I was day drinking and watching old action movies, like really bad ones. Like remember the old I Am Wrath with John Travolta?
Nope.
It was
no, I don't.
Just John Travolta and Christopher Maloney, just really bad acting and kicking ass. It was great.
All right.
Yeah, I did not see that. Apparently.
Then I watched Batman Forever, the one with Val Kilmer.
Oh yeah, that I've seen.
Oh,
it's been a minute.
For the trick. Yeah,
that's back in my era.
Yeah, for the record, that's not a good movie.
No.
4 beers in, it's a great movie.
Oh, okay. Well, no. Is that with Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze?
No, that's Batman Forever. That's the one with
Clooney.
That's Clooney. That's the worst.
That one's
so
worse.
Is that Jim Carrey as the Riddler or Riddler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember which movies they were in together.
Terrible movie right there.
Yeah, because they had the one Michael Keaton was in the second one with the penguin, right?
Yeah, the first one.
Well, he was in the first one with the Joker.
Yeah,
wasn't he also in the second one with the penguin? Or no?
Yeah, Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. Yeah. That one was dark. It was like
GT.
Yeah.
JT's here.
JT, did you survive the wind? Ty was bitching about it. Said it was very windy in Colorado.
Oh, and I think JT may have posted something about maybe he's going to Whiskey Weekend now. I'm not sure if I saw that right, but
he is. He's on the list.
That's coming up soon, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
He's going to trash that place.
2 weeks.
He's going to trash that hotel.
3 weeks. March 8th. So yeah, it's not very far away at all.
JT knows all about Batman.
I think JT might be the Batman,
and he is going the whiskey Batman.
Mm-hmm. For sure. He does have a utility belt of whiskey last time I saw him.
Hell yeah.
That is
whiskey and jerky. Life-saving jerky.
Yeah, little
terrible.
samples and the whole thing.
It's a whiskey and a jerky. Yeah, here you go.
Until somebody falls down.
Yeah,
it's going to be a rough one tonight, boys. This will be fun. The wind is nuts here. Yeah, that's why Ty's not on, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He's holding down his shingles.
Do you have any idea what would happen if that much wind got into his house? There would be cards everywhere.
That's true.
Playing card disaster.
I kind of want to make that happen now. That's like a viral short right there.
I think you just have to throw.
That'd be an amazing trick. Just have cards flying everywhere and just virtually
pulls the right one out.
Card. Is it your card?
Oh. Yeah, he should be out shooting content tonight. He should be plucking an ace of spades out of the air and
just pulls it off the back of his hand or something. He's like, "Look,
yeah,
somebody throws the shit out of this."
They go flying at him, and he just snags it out of nowhere. Ty, you're welcome.
Yeah, get us down, Ty.
Get after this.
Take notes.
Or you could just do a late David Blaine impression and just stand out in the wind with your
just stand there
on underwear.
And hold a balloon.
Yeah.
Do you follow him on social media at all, David Blaine?
No.
That guy is literally wrecking his body for his Vegas show right now. Like he has to time it a certain time so his body heals before he can does another trick. So like apparently he like ice picks his hand or his bicep or whatever, but he has to do one hand and the other hand, then have 3 weeks off, and then do one hand and the other hand, then 3 weeks out. Like the guy's wrecking himself to do this.
I saw him perform live here once in Manhattan. He performed at McCain.
Oh wow!
And he did this bit like where he came out and like sprayed a bunch of water out and like put out a fire. Basically, like he drank
with the
so much
frogs,
water, like a fountain, and then like frogs came out. And,
yeah.
It was weird. He did they wheeled out a giant snow globe looking unit, and he held his breath like forever underwater.
That guy's got some interesting.
Cool. It was weird though, man.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Interesting talents.
Yeah, he was tearing decks of cards in half, like throwing them in the audience and stuff. Like it was. I mean, I'm sure that's incredibly difficult to do. By the way, I'm not saying it's not, but
I've actually watched videos on how to do that. No, there's a trick apparently. Like same with the phone books.
Of course there is.
If you get like a certain leverage, it'll go, but you have to find the right spot.
Is that leverage or leverage? Or does it depend on where we're from?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Hey.
Isn't that bad?
Hey, 80% of life is finding the right spot.
Wow.
That's what she
said.
Yeah. Jason.
You little devil. What are we drinking tonight, boys?
Well, I can tell you, I'm running low on these, so I haven't drank one for a while, but this is a Knob Creek store pick, and I forgot how good these suckers are. I used to drink these by the boatload, and they're kind of hard to get, or harder to come by anymore. But
yeah, that was the whiskey cheat code there for a minute, right, Troy? Where it's like kind of like a store pick, and you're like, cool, 12-year-old Knob Creek for $45.
Yeah, or even older sometimes, 14 or. But they seem to all be around 9 anymore, so I figured that out.
Are there any whiskey cheat codes anymore?
No.
MGP Rye.
Even that though, it's $100.
Yeah, getting there.
Right? Like I feel like there's no more cheat codes.
I know it's tough. Matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that because I just Boo Rye just dropped.
Okay.
And it's really cool. It has a new label, but they bookered it. It's $120 now.
It's coming in a box.
No.
Is it still old rye though? Because it used to be 16 or 7-year-old rye, wasn't it? And young bourbon or something like that.
It's 10-year plus, I think. I don't think it's age-dated, but I think on the back, the other ones I'll have to look. But I'm still going to get one.
Cheaper than that Prisoner thing that we bought.
Yeah, but I mean, it was $80 last year, and now it's $120. I mean, $40 jump. Once again, that's I'll buy. That used to be my cheat code. Like when I'd go to places, I know a lot of people didn't have it. 2 years ago, when they made it, or a year ago, maybe 2, they made it a distillery only release or a Utah only release. So it was kind of like if I wanted to give something, cool and special, or had something, up my sleeve, that was the one. But you could buy at $80. I guess I don't know.
Well, there for a long time. I mean, that was all I had were Knob Creeks and the Russell's picks. So I can't remember the last time I've seen a Russell's pick. I don't even know if they do them anymore.
We never got them up here. Oh,
when made it to Ohio?
Yep, Troy's.
Oh, really? Listen,
there we go.
Conway, Dixon sweatshirt.
JT's got. It was Bullet for a minute, but those are now 7 years to the 10 to 12. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and Conway given some shade as we pregame this before we jumped on. We were like, "Yep," but the sweatshirt. I was
going to go change, but I think
Conway will be mad.
The sweatshirt is a Dixon.
It is. It counts.
And I think it's
candle burning at both ends. So
it's brilliant.
Cool. I think it works for me.
And it matches.
Yeah. I have a feeling Conway might go buy it now after he sees the candle burning at both ends.
Conway also burns the candle at both ends and sideways.
It's funny. I was actually going to model I too bought a Dixon non-flannel. I don't know how to put that, but they had those really cool kind of the quilted nylon puffer jackets with
the upside down pineapples on them.
No.
Oh no, yeah, that's the swinger jacket.
yeah, but it was cool. It was flannel line, so I guess it would technically work. But that thing is so comfortable. I wore it all week.
Mm-hmm.
So the at halftime of Super Bowl, did you see that Dixon was running a half price special, like the entire website?
No
yeah,
way.
Yeah. They did that 2 hours after I bought this freaking jacket. So I basically,
I gave it a quick look to see if I could find something to buy real quick, but I didn't come up with anything.
I bought a sweatshirt, a flannel, and a long sleeve T-shirt. Allegedly.
Well played. Did you guys see Daytona 500? Travis Pastrana?
Yeah, he was all geared up in flannel.
Yeah,
flannel
Justin threw that up there, and
we need to get him a
Rifle.
sticker, one of our stickers on that car next year.
First of all,
I don't know if we can afford that. Yeah,
well, just a small sticker.
Yeah. We'll just slap it on the car as we walk by, maybe that. That might be cheaper.
He never run that level of NASCAR, really. I mean, he's driven race cars and actually like a top alcohol dragster and like crazy stuff, and of course doing all the motorcycle bits in Baja and like
jumping out of a plane without a parachute. And
if it's got wheels, that some bitch can drive it.
Well, Jim Connor,
he was in the he would have finished in the top 10, except that he got rear-ended there on the the last lap and spun out.
Crazy. And that's Black Rifle Coffee too that sponsored that car too. So he's a Black Rifle Coffee guy. I guess they sponsor him as an athlete.
Yeah, it checked a lot of boxes.
Yeah, all those boxes.
So was the race last weekend or this weekend?
Last Sunday.
Last week. Yeah.
So there was a minute there where it looked like so we were watching it here at our Italian exchange student Eugenio, who's much more used to watching Formula One, which if the cars bump, like it's a million pieces, right? It's not you don't bump around those cars like NASCAR. And Pastrana's running in 10th. And I was like, man, there's a decent chance that the idiots up front go all gonzo. And he just like roars right through them and goes from 10th to 1st, right? On the final lap.
Awesome.
And I was like, here it comes. And then, of course, he's the one that gets bumped in the middle of a turn and smokes the entire field. I was like, yeah, that's about right. So it was cool, though. It was a fun race.
Pretty amazing. Andrew West going back to the previous topic saying APCS, so Alberta Premium Cast Strength, is the best cast strength for price in Canada. Based on Eric's text in the thread the other day, it's way cheaper in the States right now than it is in Canada.
Really?
It's 90 up here right now, and I think he had it for 45 where he was at, and that was batch 3, which I really liked. So, but still up here, I think he's onto something with that. And Corey's a big fan of that Alberta Premium Cast.
Oh, yeah,
good stuff.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. I've got bottles, plural.
Me too. I have about like 10 of them down here. All the batches like doubled up. Yeah.
Another one in a box back here somewhere.
I'm a big fan of that. I'm actually a big fan of the Canadian corn whiskey. I actually just bought one of those. They popped up. I don't even know the brand. It just looked cool. Found North.
Oh, yeah. We can't get that up here.
It was. I get the little seal box notification, and they popped in, and it was like 20-year Canadian corn whiskey. So I figured,
cool.
What the hell? Yeah, I'll review it when it gets here.
Zach Jones in the house. Look at that.
Hey.
Zach.
Nice.
Let me. The other day, I think it was Saturday, I was down here watching something in the basement, and Patty came down and said, "I just want to run the sweeper real quick." Well, it turned into a full-fledged basement cleaning, so which is awkward because
Is that code for something, Troy?
Well, it depends what you're watching, because I was watching something.
I can't remember, some sort of ball game or something. But
yeah,
so I was sitting here in the recliner. Jesus,
is that what you call it? The ball game?
What I'm trying to get to, she's dusted and everything, and she starts dusting my whiskey bottles, and she's not handling them with the care that I would like her to use. And then she's over there at the bar doing something, and I hear her in the other room and banging around, and she's starting to comment like, "Do you know there's bottles in this room too?" You know, like she didn't know. But yeah, it was kind of an awkward 45 minutes. No, I don't.
I have to give you a fancy alert for this next story, but when we hire a maid company called Mary Maids, and they're little Mormon-y nice people.
Oh, okay.
And so when they come to clean the house, they go to the bar and they see all the whiskey.
Maybe they showed up in like
Corey and I were on the same page with that one.
Cool. I mean, I don't think I get Nat to pull that one off. But no, so when they come down to the bar area, they dust everything, and they avoid that like there's an evil aura around all my bottles.
Well,
so everything gets dusted except for my whiskey.
I think that I would make that part of the contract. Be like, dust everything except please don't knock over the whiskey.
Yeah,
holy shit.
I told Patty, I said, if you just leave them alone, then they're dusties. They're worth more.
Yes.
You got a point.
Hell yes. Exactly.
onto some of there for sure. Tommy D in the house.
Tommy.
Cheers, everybody. Speaking of cheers, I think Jason, we have to toast to Jason, don't we?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Hey, I did nothing. Man, I did absolutely nothing, but I'll take it.
You did something a while ago.
I did.
That led to this.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that I guess that leads into what I'm drinking tonight.
Okay.
So I've been on a kick. I actually just opened a new one because ever since Valentine's Day, I've become old granddad. I became a grandpa for the first time
on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day, little Reagan Patricia Boss is my new member of the family. Awesome. I call her Valentine, and it's pissing my daughter off already, but I don't care.
Perfect.
Grandpa gets it. Doesn't Grandpa get it his own nickname for his first granddaughter?
Yep. Unedited, whatever you want it to be.
So I already killed one of these celebrating over the week.
Okay.
And
well played.
And it's not 18 inches. So
and for the record, I'm actually taking that. I've claimed that as my
OGD.
I'm OGD. That's me. So
that's great.
I'm gonna. It's old granddad.
All right, I'm changing the name on the flannel panel. OGD.
I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't think I have an old granddad to toast with.
I don't either.
I don't either.
I have an old Ezra and I have an old Tub.
Well, I'm going with Pikesville.
Old Tub might be fitting of me.
Old
Tub might be fitting of me as well. So I'll accept that as a replacement name.
You called it. That's fine.
I was actually looking for some of that OGD 114 the other day. We were trying to find something under $40, and I couldn't find it local. But
you want one?
Oh no!
When I was in Wyoming, it was Grand Junction to visit Ty. One of the liquor stores had a bunch of it, so I bought an entire case.
Oh, perfect!
So I have a case under the bar if you want one.
Well, you're gonna need those, man.
I might.
Yeah, that's gonna be the toast from now on.
Yeah, if you're anything like Clint. Now that you had the first one, I think you usually have a new grandchild like every 7 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, 7 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, pretty regular.
It's gonna get expensive.
Well,
more shifts, Jason.
To the most possibly spoiled grandchild in the world,
absolutely,
and one of the best grandparents they'll ever be. Cheers, Jason.
Yeah,
thank
amen.
you.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you.
So you couldn't get the name T's to stick on there anywhere? I thought we had.
I'm sure. I figured I was like, we can do maybe Reagan Troy T's Patricia Boss.
Keep leaning on that Valentine, and when she gets sick of that, just slip T's. All right,
there you go.
All right, let's go with the T's.
That'll be good. So, how does it feel?
It's pretty surreal. I was supposed to be in Oklahoma tonight. We were actually flying out. Thank goodness we actually changed our plans because of the weather. We would have been canceled. But so I've been dealing every year. About time spring hits, I get the old bronchitis hit, and so we had kind of recovering and coughing and hacking, and Nat got it over the weekend. So she's been. So we decided, for the sake of the baby, that we're going to push it back till the following month. So March. So my weekend on March, like the 22nd to 26th, we'll do the exact same trip. We actually just transferred all of our Sweet. Airbnb and everything. The good news on that is, Nat's birthday happens to be March 26th. So we'll be in Dallas for her birthday.
It's all coming together.
Oh my!
So we're gonna find some way to celebrate her birthday in Dallas.
I'm sure there's a way. He might be watching right now and sorry for not wearing flannel.
Who do we know in Dallas?
And she's got her good friend Kim, part of the show. She's
there you
go. Speak of the devil.
And cheers, everyone.
Yeah, Kim's there. Kim? So
Mark is here as well.
We'll do what we can to make kind of a monumental party. She's 49.
Forever 49.
Are you supposed to say that on air?
Listen,
it's under 50. So
okay, all right.
She looks.
You're just supposed to say she's forever young, Jason.
Forever young.
Forever young.
I feel like we should break into song right now.
Yeah, it's not the first time today.
Oh, yes.
In my
Damn
mouth,
it,
so.
that's a frickin' Rod Stewart song. Never mind. So I take it back. Pretend that I didn't say that. It'll be fun.
There you go,
Absolutely.
Kim. Celebrating a birthday with you. That's awesome.
She's pre-gaming already.
So it worked out. Like I said, we're snowed in. My ex's family's all down visiting the family, which I didn't want to be a part of. So it actually worked out pretty good. But it's going to be a really compressed month of traveling.
You got a busy, you got a busy go coming up.
So we'll be at Whiskey Weekend from 8th to the 13th, whatever, something like that. Come home, work 2 days, and then fly to Oklahoma. Come back, and then the end of April we'll be off to Scotland. So,
oh wow, yes, with its bourbon night.
Yeah,
you look at you guys go. You're all over.
I know.
You're very, very popular.
Yes,
you're on all the YouTubes.
We're getting there.
How do you deal with this level of popularity and fame?
With expertise? Well, and it's funny too because things kind of fell into place because.
And are you hiring for a publicist?
Yes.
Or assistant?
Maybe. Social media director, maybe.
Yeah. Just entourage.
We can do it. Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. Yes. Let's make that happen.
I feel like we could make the new entourage. Jason's that dude. He's Vince.
50s entourage.
I would just walk behind you in that with a fur coat, and sunglasses, and a boombox, and that'd be fine. I think it'd be fine.
Eating garlic burgers and drinking W.L. Weller from a.
I mean, it's a difficult job description that you just threw out there, but if someone has to take one for the team,
I think that's our homework for the week. We need to watch Entourage, or at least a season of it, in the next week, and come back and see who is who.
I was debating on whether to rant about this over the weekend because it's really inconsequential, but it kind of made me mad. And over the weekend, we had the All-Star weekend here in Salt Lake. It was crazy. It was
which All-Star?
NBA All-Star game.
Oh,
the All-Star weekend here in Salt Lake.
It was in Salt Lake City?
Yeah. Just happened. And it was really cool. I mean, they laid out the stops, Olympic style. They had, all sorts of street performers and stuff.
Was there a Post Malone sighting?
He did a concert. Yeah. He's actually said that he's coming back for the Salt Lake Music Festival next year.
So he also said he's at some point going to put out a country record.
You
have no idea how I am 100% here for the Post Malone country record.
He is such a cool, genuine dude. He goes down. He lives in this gigantic complex up Cottonwood Canyon.
Yeah, he smashed it when he did he played with Dwight Yoakam's band.
Yeah,
and they did that for that McConaughey special.
He's done a bunch of covers too that just
that are so good.
Yeah.
If he put out a country record and then went on tour with Sturgill Simpson and Willie Nelson, that would be the highest fucking country show of all time.
I agree.
And figuratively highest. Yeah. It would be very high.
Let's make it happen. I want to be the concert promoter for that.
So when you say highest, you mean
yes,
most
I mean all of the jokes. Yes,
all of the high.
All of the
highest grossing, highest, like all the things.
He has this white convertible Lambo. You see him drive around once in a while, but he's really cool too because he'll drop in. We have a called Cards and Coffee. They do sports cards, magic cards, Pokemon cards, and he'll walk in there.
Cards and Coffee because Conway does Cards and Coffee, doesn't he?
Cards and Coffee.
Yeah,
and he'll go down and he'll drop like $40,000 and just give packs out to all the kids that are sitting there.
I also watched him pay like $300,000 for a Pokemon card, one. Yeah,
that's a funny story for my son. I love rubbing it in. So when he was a kid, he loved Pokemon, obviously, like they all did. And he had all the collection. And it was when it first came out. And he had that first edition Charizard foil card in his collection. And one time we were going someplace, vacation, or he was going to spend time with his mom, and the house was locked up. So rather than putting his cards away, he put them on the back porch under the picnic table. Well, it rained all weekend and destroyed his entire Pokemon collection.
Oh no,
including that card. So now he's 33, and every time I see that card sell for 300,000, I send him a little link to let him know that he let $300,000 sit in the rain and get bad. So it's great.
Great, yeah, that's
it's entertaining. But for me, I actually paid for those Pokemon cards, so technically I am the one that screwed up. But anyway, but the reason I was bitching about the weekend is, and it, like I said, it's minor, but Charles Barkley went on and said how boring Salt Lake City is. This is the boringest city. He says he knows they're all going to heaven because there's no place to smoke and drink. Shaq
is he wrong?
No, he's. I know he is wrong. I'm sorry. That's the thing is, I understand that
he didn't go to Jason and Natalie's. That's a problem.
Yeah,
and
there it is.
Like right down, there's lots of really cool places, and it just kind of annoyed me because it's like they said I'd never eaten so much room service in my life.
Well,
like, if you sit in the hotel room, and I get it, you're a 7-foot tall man, and you're going to get mobbed if you go downtown. But there are some amazing places to eat and drink downtown.
Jason, that's terrible.
Terrible.
So,
have you seen my golf swing?
I will say in his defense that our strip club scene is not very robust. Not that I've ever been.
Say allegedly. Say allegedly.
Allegedly.
By robust, what do you mean by that? Like
say allegedly.
Like the women, the talent, or like what's happening here?
Yes, and yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Troy's like, I'm not drunk enough.
Yeah,
yet
don't.
for this.
Yeah, I gotta turn it.
The water's deep, dude. Just don't jump in there. I don't know that Charles is crazy about it, but Jason Natalie, when I went to visit them, we rolled through downtown Salt Lake, and we hit some crazy art exhibit, and then we went to some fancy ass place that had like what was it 7 or 8 different restaurants.
Oh,
one
the coolest food court I've ever been in.
Yeah, it was the bougiest food court of all time. I had like lobster roll and was drinking artisan beers and like hand cut cheese and all kinds of crazy bullshit. So yeah, it was fairly bougie.
Did it have a bucket of spaghetti?
They also did that. Yeah, I did not eat spaghetti. I asked on bucket of spaghetti.
That's a callback to previous episodes. Please, everybody that's watching now, go back and watch all the episodes.
Watch some old episodes. Maybe subscribe once.
Yeah, ring
Troy,
the bell.
sell that. Yeah, you do the sales.
Maybe subscribe a little bit.
Tell a friend. I mean, crying out loud.
Tell three. Man, why not?
But anyway, so it was like a minor thing. It's like,
Well, I don't know why Charles would want to come to town just to complain about the town. It's just poor.
Charles complains about a lot of things. It's kind of his gig.
That's true.
I like him. He's funny.
Charles, but
he's all right. Exactly. I just thought it was fun. Like,
So that's actually leading into my just the tip for the night. But if you're a golf fan, Charles and golf are phenomenal together because he sucked with that weird swing that he had, like this yip thing that he got going on. But yeah, he's been doing the matches or whatever it is, like commentating them. It's been fantastic. So,
hey, speaking of golf, have you ever watched it's on TikTok and YouTube? I think it's a group. I'm probably going to butcher, but I think it's Country Club Adjacent.
Yep. I've heard
where
of that.
they sit back and they just freaking roast people as they're trying to drive.
Very funny.
My hell. I'm not a big golf person, but I just roll over laughing every time I see it.
And I like Country Club Adjacent as a name. That's funny.
It's brilliant. and they do it well. Yes, they do it well.
That's my tip for the day. So we're sliding the tips in.
I know
a little early.
I think that's a premature tip.
Premature tip. Slide in.
Premature tips. Wow. This is great.
Don't get the tip into.
Sometimes when they're ready, you just got to slide them in.
Won't make it till the end. Yeah. Fine.
Jason's been pre-drinking.
I think that's how. Sure. I think that's how the first one started.
Drinking sense too, gentlemen.
Yeah. What was that, Troy? Were you like?
I think the first, just the tip, was an accident. Also, it was kind of like sorry about that.
Yeah.
Depends where it landed. I couldn't. I gotta stop.
Jason's doing jumping jacks.
Right.
Hey, it's the only extra I've got today, so I'll take it.
Making jokes and Newman's doing calisthenics. It's fine.
Hey, I'm kicking the shit out of this bottle, though.
All right.
So did we get to what Corey's drinking? I think we may.
I drank some Old Tub.
Yeah.
Old Tub.
As the toast, and then I'm drinking a 16-bit, a double pale ale.
You sir are a hero.
Double IPA.
I could not do that.
That's my jam if I'm getting beer. Double IPA all the way. Yep.
It's from Kansas. They did an 8-bit, and it looked like old school video games on the
Cool.
logo.
Yeah,
so then they did 16-bit, which is the double, and it's real good.
That's cool.
JT just poured Alberta Premium Cast Strength. Thank you for the suggestion earlier. Andrew West, thank you for that. Which one? What was the alcohol percentage on that one, JT?
And also, JT, please try to keep up with Jason.
Man, if he's keeping up with Jason, he's jumping on the stream.
So speaking of whiskey friends,
batch 2, that's 66.0%. Yeah, good stuff. Good.
So speaking of some whiskey friends, on last Friday we had a Wamigo Whiskey Syndicate meeting, and I almost forgot that we had one. So I had to come up with the tasting on little to no notice. So I pinged our buddy Eric Smith, the whiskey mutant.
Nice.
And he sent over some pairing suggestions. So we did whiskey and snacks, and I haven't eaten that much sugar in that short a time in a minute.
With that much whiskey, so the next day was rough.
Yeah, the next morning I was a gassy son of a bitch. Yeah, so we had Nutty Buddy bars and Old Ezra 7. Then we had a Honey Bun and Weller Antique.
Oh, that would be great.
That would be perfect.
Yeah. And then a brown sugar Pop-Tart with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Oh, wow.
And then I got to pick an MGP rye, so I pulled our new MGP rye, the Boomtown 11, and paired that with, of all things, Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh, spicy.
I can see that.
100%
spicy and a little.
So I will say this: I love Eric, and the pairings so far have been like pretty easy. Like Honey Bun and Weller Antique. I'm like, okay, like honey and honey. Whoa, that's tough. Yeah. Like, good
brown
job.
Sugar and brown sugar.
Exactly. But throwing Cool Ranch with a rye.
With a rye, yes.
Respect.
Everybody kind of
Respect.
So we saved that one for last, and everyone turned their face a little sideways.
Nope.
When I brought out the bag of cool, so I love a good PowerPoint. So I would show what the snack was, and it would like fly into the screen, and then I have to guess what the bottle was going to be, and like the bottle would crush down on top, and then so it was like a thing. So, but when I pulled out a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos, they were like, okay, just okay,
and it killed.
Then opened our brand new 6-year MGP rye, and then it crushed. I did a little science before the actual tasting just to make sure, just to make sure.
As one should.
Yeah, but it totally makes sense.
So. Eric and Perry just did a Alberta Premium on their podcast. This is My Bourbon podcast recently, last week, I believe. And we have to get them on the show. We've been in chats with them, and they will be.
I've been in chats. They're game for it.
Near future to be on the Flannel panel. And if you're not checking out This Is My Bourbon podcast, please do so.
I think it'll be a lot easier to do now because
on the show sometime too. Should we get JT on the show sometime too?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Well,
although he says this. What does this mean?
JT has snacks. I don't know.
Can't comply. Can't do it. I'm non-compliant.
JT's got the utility belt.
Yeah.
The sample utility belt that just throws like.
Hey, Troy, you tried this? Go ahead.
Troy got hammered because of JT.
It's all his fault.
We use the term overserved.
Well, good luck.
Boy.
Since I've been drinking and since you're here,
JT,
JT,
this is the best. Have Flannel, will travel. I love it.
Can we just
make
JT
place?
like our foreign correspondent at Whiskey Weekend?
Yes.
And we just film bits?
Oh, hold up. When he gets
JT
back,
and Michelle will both be there.
So we need a Flannel panel recap of Whiskey Weekend with JT as the correspondent and Jason as our home base guy.
100%.
To refute all evidence.
Jason, don't let us down. You got a lot. We've got a lot of reputation over there, and
there's a lot of
like
stuffed
you to
shirts
represent
going
us.
around this time, so I think I have a chance of breaking through. Like,
I'm sorry, what was that? A lot of what?
I missed that. Yeah.
Stuffed shirts.
Oh,
Stuffed?
what does that mean?
You know,
You don't like him, people. Those are not his
proper
people.
Not my people. Proper people.
Proper people.
Oh, well, bring the flannel and represent.
Yeah. You got a flannel.
Where all the stuff shirts coming from?
I think that hat needs to go with you.
Absolutely. I've been waiting for years for them to actually be respectable so I can pull out the
you're in good shape this season. Can we get Jason like a fuck your stuffed shirt hat or something like that he can?
We have 3 weeks. Let's make this happen. Also, flannel panel merch is going to be that. T-shirt.
Call Melissa.
Yeah.
There's a chance I'm working on a little bit of flannel panel merch.
Oh,
that would be
goodness.
Cool.
It's only been a year and a half.
Forget flannel panel merch. Corey has some news coming out. And can we talk about it, or is it still hush hush?
No, I think we're okay.
Okay.
For now.
Because you guys are going to spend some money soon.
Yeah. Now I'm building out a full website for all the art stuff to do full prints and
so like not everything. Just originals, right? But this is going to be prints.
Real prints, yeah.
I love this.
We'll do prints on paper. You can have it matted and framed to do canvas gallery wrap. You can print on metal. They'll do prints on glass, like giant glass prints, which is wild.
What about metal, like the disc plate? Will they do that too? Oh, dude.
Yep.
This is incredible.
Like phone cases, like all kinds of crazy bullshit. Like they'll do all of it.
Wow.
That's cool.
So we'll do that. I'll be able to do originals through that website as well. I think I'll be able to do commissioned sneakers through that website as well. Like all of it all at once. So yeah, it'll be a thing.
Big things going on.
Yeah.
Corey, the 813 Art House is taking off, and Jason, old granddad status.
And I mean, it's not my place to mention this, but we missed the whole Man of the Year thing.
It is your place, and I'm glad
Man of the Year. Is that Troy?
Yeah.
Like,
no, what me?
Canute
Man of the Year in my house.
Canute Newton, Man of the Year. Is that what that is?
Citizen of the Year.
Oh, Citizen of the Year.
Close enough.
That's even better.
Yeah, that's like a step up. They take gender out of it. It's just Citizen of the Year.
Because when you're Man of the Year, there's a woman saying, "Yeah, I beat." It's not out of it. Yeah.
What's the top of that trophy look
That was embarrassing. I did drink out of this, by the way.
I was going to say, is it drinkable? Because I think
kind of shitty because it's like a square.
Oh wow!
Well, you made it happen though.
Wow. Well, there's a will, there's a way, buddy. Like flannel panel will overcome.
What I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
I wanted to tell you, Corey, this week on my little local Facebook stuff, there's some local people from town that were at the Wizard of Oz Hall of Fame or museum, museum in Wamego last week.
Those are my people.
Yeah, I said
it's a cool place. Said that.
You'd be like, listen, I know a motherfucker on the board over there.
Yeah,
like,
I was going to send him your way, but I didn't
year. Forget the board. He's got an award.
Yeah,
I will say this: that place is really cool.
Yeah,
I do not want to get locked in after hours because that would creep the hell out of me.
We did a like a night at the museum thing there once as a fundraiser where like the little like we took all the Wizard of Oz statues out and put people in costume in it and like moved around and stuff. We served drinks. It was dope. We're due for it again.
Because there's all the little munchkin people and the little flying monkeys and the original costumes and shit, and you walk around and it's like the evil creepy doll stuff. It's cool, but I mean,
but it's a trip.
If the lights are off, I would be definitely scared a little bit.
I have to see if
that's when the magic happens when the lights are off.
Yeah.
Troy's here.
I'm back.
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to find a picture of drinking out of that trophy. Oh, there it is.
Boom.
He's got so many trophies. That's a Stanley Cup. No,
please hold. It is not the Stanley.
Troy has definitely arrived. Yes.
Where'd it go?
What's the biggest trophy you all have ever won? What's the biggest award you
we
all
can't talk about
won?
that.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
AVN Star of the Year.
That was awesome.
In Salt Lake, right?
Yeah, in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Highly doubt that.
We're being real about the biggest trophy you've ever won?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, I placed 8th in the country in public speaking in high school.
Oh, very cool.
That doesn't surprise me at all, Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at you now.
I got some state. Yeah. Look at the places you have gone. It's like
You can ask on his podcast.
Yeah, you're the Citizen of the Year for Wamigo.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, please hold.
Public speak all the time.
Yeah, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Can you see it?
There it is.
Oh yeah.
And I'm wearing the flannel.
Though,
Got the flannel.
Is that whiskey in there?
That is the Black Rifle Coffee fireside flannel, isn't it?
That is whiskey in there.
Yeah.
I thought I was expecting beer, but that's
no. We passed that sumbitch around too.
Oh, I was gonna say that's a heavy pour.
Yeah. No, we passed around.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody got a chance to drink from the trophy. Listen, I'm a man of the people as Citizen of the Year. I got to pass it around. I can't hold it all to myself.
That's what makes you Citizen of the Year.
Yeah, if you ever want to repeat as Citizen of the Year, you can't just drink it all yourself.
Yeah,
just some
you
shit.
You could get that award like suck it, then walk out. You gotta
spike the ball.
Yeah. Not that I want to be way out in front of this, but for those of you showing up for the 4th of July, yeah, the Citizen of the Year leads the parade.
Oh,
really? Oh, we're in.
I gotta make that.
Dang.
Can I drive the caddy out and then you can sit in the Can I drive the parade?
I don't know if I should say this or not, but one of our serious listeners is thinking about doing like a 30-hour drive with the trailer to try and make it to 4th of July.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Like that dude's serious about this.
I was asked about RV parking.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, I will give you the contact of the people.
Yeah.
Trying to think who's a 30-hour drive with a trailer.
I would imagine he's in the Great White North.
Yeah, one of the 5 people on right now. Maybe.
Oh, all right.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 16 hours from where I'm at. So if I was to drive 8 hours to Denver and then 8 hours to Wamego, we're good to go.
Yes.
That is possibility.
So if you're watching, 4th of July in Wamego is where you need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on now.
I did prep for this episode mildly. And when I say prep, I saw a Facebook post earlier today with somebody saying, hey guys, how do you prep for whatever, or prepping their backpack or their go bag or whatnot?
What are you prepping for?
Everything. So Apocalypse, East Palestine Part 2, chemical warfare, nuclear warfare, zombie, they're all the same bag.
No, there's no prep for nuclear warfare where you're just done.
No, there is. It's called The Last of Us, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That sharp's breaking my
I live near a major military installation.
Same here.
I'm within like 30 kilometers of 2 nuclear reactors.
Yeah, you won't even know.
No, it'll be toast. I'll literally be toast.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Add the ones you love and then call it good.
Well, they give my daughter like iodine pills at school saying, hey, if anything happens, take these. I'm like, you don't need to take those. We're done. Yeah.
What year is it in Canada? I'm confused.
1984.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A ballpark right in there.
Yeah. Blade Runner just came out.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yes.
I think JT's offering for you to fly to Denver and him to drive the rest of the way to Kansas, Jason. So.
Oh, hell yeah. We could carpool the shit out of that.
That could be dangerous. JT and Jason in the same car for a while.
Not to mention Nat.
And Nat.
That's the wild card, I'm telling you.
That's like Batman, Robin, and Catwoman all at the same time. In the Batmobile.
Batman, damn it.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
All right. Yeah. So back to this. If you had to prep, or if you do prep, I'm not sure where you're at in this stage of life. What are you grabbing? What's the first thing that you're grabbing if disaster or some type of occurrence happens that you need to evacuate or provide for yourself without whatever? You ever watch that show? I forget what it's called, but all the power went out.
Oh, Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was a show a few years ago. All the power went out, and they went to like trains and all this old stuff and whatnot because all these like bugs flew around and took the power out or whatever it was.
Yeah.
If that happened, what would you do?
Well, I have a stockpile of whiskey, which is currency.
Yeah. And that's the one thing being, what's the proper word? Post-Mormon culture is it's very big on prepping as far as getting the water, and we have I have a bunch of food stocked, and
like Utah being in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I had a 72-hour kit, and the best part is all my neighbors are old, and I have guns, and I think I'm the only one, so we're good.
And you have a gate
and a gate. But yeah, I actually have a fireproof box with all my documents in it, and then I actually have made a go bag.
You won't need the documents, bud.
What? The documents are irrelevant now. What's in the go bag?
I have
12-gauge shells,
food, clothing. I actually have a first aid kit, my 45, and about 2 boxes of ammo.
45. Forget that. 22 all the way.
Nah, I like to leave a big hole.
Well.
I think that 22 is easy to carry lots of rounds, and 9mm is the most accessible round in the world.
I think 22 is over 9mm.
Could be.
Yeah.
Like a 22 long rifle is really good too.
That's what I'm saying. Because that thing goes in, but it doesn't come out and makes a mess inside.
Yeah, it goes all pinballs around.
Exactly. Yeah.
I also have an AR packed in a bag with 3 boxes of ammo, and so.
All right.
Between the AR and the 45, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
And you don't need ear protection if you're shooting 22. You just go all day.
You remember the Book of Eli?
Especially Subsonic. I do. Yes, that's a fantastic movie.
I joke with Nat. I'm like, we're not going anywhere. We're going to be that couple that has the little nice house out in the middle of nowhere that traps you and
come on in, buddy.
Serves you tea before we take you out. That's going to be me and Nat. I'm just going to do a series of booby traps around the house.
Natalie just talk everybody into whatever she needs to get done anyway.
So how do you feel right now?
Yeah. She'll do the old.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
She'll do the old mind fuckery, like what was that show with Jordan Peele, the first one? Nope.
Key and Peele.
Oh hell. Now the first one, I don't remember what it was, but
Jackson
the first
Black
one that he did.
What is it? No, it's one of those things. Yeah.
But anyway, the psychologist that kind of brainwashes you. Gotcha. That's Nat. Nat'll do her mind tricks. I'll do the booby traps. We got 3 barrels of water under the house. We're okay.
Yep.
yeah.
JT, yes.
JT's killing it tonight.
Accurate. Natalie is the Oracle.
The Oracle.
And I might start calling her that. Just
I mean,
to be fair.
New Instagram handle. Yeah, exactly.
Because I think if shit goes down, I think she would go back to chain smoking. So she would be more like the Oracle in the Matrix.
I mean, why not?
Are there any cigarettes in the go bag?
There isn't now. And I will give her credit.
Now.
That woman amazes me in so many other ways. But she had her internships and she took up smoking. When we first dated, she just quits. Even over COVID, she would kind of jump back for a little bit, and she knows I don't like it, but she just stops. And I've never just cold turkey. And for years, and then she's like, it was a phase where I needed it for a little bit, and she went back to it, and then she just quit cold turkey again, and just.
I'm actually not super surprised that Natalie's in control of her own domain, where she
exactly
it's just the thing I'm doing now, and now I'm not.
Yeah, and she just quits. So give her credit.
Yeah, I only smoke
She's
when
badass.
I smoke when fishing.
I've never really.
I like cigar now and then. Drink, or I take it back. Playing cards.
I did give up the smokeless tobacco cold turkey here about 4 months ago. So far so good on that. But
are you in that Blind Buffalo stuff?
I never liked snuff.
No.
I loved and I still could.
So the coffee ground,
Something like that, yeah.
The Big Red. They had this golden blend, and it tasted exactly like a cigar smelled. So that's weird for me. Like I won't call vices, even bourbon. If I don't like the taste, I'm not going to drink it. It's not. I'm not compelled to.
That
drink
is some bullshit. I have had stuff at your house that I would drink nowhere else.
Well, that is. Those are for effect. Fired for effect. I think I might. I was thinking about taking the rest of that Floki to Whiskey Weekend just to fuck with everybody.
I would like to try it. I would like to try it.
Dear Lord, please
don't give it to JT. He's better than that.
Bottle at Whiskey Weekend. Oh, woof.
JT, stay away from the Floki.
Yeah, put it in your go bag.
I feel like I deserve it after the last 2 years of the fantasy league.
Oh, dude, it's coming. That's
yeah.
Well, okay. So there's 2 bottles I'll just say it. There's 2 bottles I'm debating, and I had the decency not to let y'all try it, Corey, when you were here.
How gentlemanly of you.
There is this bottle. It was a single barrel pick from Wrestling with Whiskey. God bless him. Love the man. And I bought it just because it was his label, and he was trying to get rid of it. And
Untitled?
It was 3-1 Distillery, I think it was, or 1-3 Distillery, Untitled Whiskey. That's it's very close to Floki. It tastes like mushrooms. It's like weird, gross. I thought it was a bad rye. And then I finally talked to Eric, the Whiskey Mutant, about it.
Was he a Scotch dude originally?
I think he floats around. I think he likes them all.
But possible.
Artist.
But no, this one, I thought it was a really bad rye. I thought it was a rye when I bought it. And Eric told me that it's a weeded bourbon. So like that cannot be a weeded bourbon. Because I've never had a whiskey, well, with the exception of even Floki was sweet. This is a weird savory mushroom.
There was no redeeming factors of Floki.
There's no redeeming qualities. It's that
Troy's just like, this is not Greek, and I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah, it tasted something like hay and fish.
Well, I will say that the fact that it's sweet made it
like ass and despair.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to admit there's that little, but that sweetness was just enough to turn your stomach. It wasn't like good sweet.
Yeah,
like
it was
bile.
Like when,
sweet.
Yeah, like bile sweet. Oh gosh, it's so bad. I can't lie. It's so bad.
We're about ready for just a tip again.
Do it.
I know you guys premature it earlier. So bring it back around.
Troy's shutting this down because he's tired of Floki.
Sorry,
that tip in there.
I had to refuel.
All right, Troy.
Maybe I need to start
are we throwing
during these things.
Are you throwing it to just the tips right now?
Throwing just the tips.
No, I'm not driving.
I think you are because it's time.
You just drove, baby.
For just the tips, or tip, depending on.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but Zach Bryan has a new live record out that showed up in December.
No way.
What's it called?
How is it?
All My Homies Hate Ticketmaster. I got tickets to his new show, by the way, not through Ticketmaster, through Axis.com to go see him when he's in Kansas City at the was it end of August, I think. Last show on the tour. So that should be that's usually pretty good.
A banger.
Crazy. So, which is exciting. So and it's also I think a week and a half after I go to Dallas to go see Metallica with Conway. That'll be pretty good. But that's not just the tip. Just the tip is March 15th, season 3, Ted Lasso. If you're not watching Ted Lasso,
excellent.
It is so
I'm stoked.
It is one of my favorite things.
I rewatched the 2 seasons just
same.
So real talk for a second. I've been like January, it's February now, but whatever. Yeah. Canada, snow, crap, life sucks, just whatever. I'm like, man, I miss Ted Lasso. I need Ted Lasso in my life.
Yeah.
Just
so much
that. Yeah. I need that in my life right now. So I'm stoked for that.
Yeah. I'm over the moon for Ted Lasso showing up on the 15th. And if you're am I double tipping? Is this okay?
Double tip.
Double tip.
This is tips.
Man, is double tipping a new thing?
It might be. The new season of The Mandalorian shows up on March 1.
Oh,
Dang it.
Troy's like, that was my tip.
That's all I had.
So I take it back, withdraw tip 2.
No, you probably know more about it than I do.
I love it.
I don't know.
I don't usually get super excited about television. Like, that's
Also,
not my jam usually.
Yeah.
So.
New thing for Just the Tips that Ty suggested. We're going to take one Just the Tip from the week before and have it as a talking point for the following week.
Oh, boy.
So, for example, if The Mandalorian or Ted Lasso is one of those talking points,
then you'd be like, I saw episode 1. It was
we'll
crazy.
be reviewing it in the weeks prior and say, hey, was that tip worth it or not? So, yeah.
Like when I said, hey, Ashley McBride's new record came out, it was called Lindyville, and then like a week later it was like,
more like Zach Bryan's new record.
That's still good, by the way.
Yeah, why don't we listen to that and see if we can get off it?
Can't. I tried.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, I turned it off for like a couple days, and I was like, ooh, I'm starting to get the shakes. I got to put the
holds up.
That's fine.
All right. So Corey's got.
I'm done. I double tipped them.
Yeah. Double tip. Yep. Oh,
Connor here. Just touch on Ted Lasso real quick. Are you thinking it's going to be the last season? That's what I had heard, but now I heard rumblings that maybe they might come back for another one. What do you think?
Yeah. So originally, Sudeikis said that 3 seasons is what they were going to do, but that was before it became
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So now I kind of heard the same. It's like they're leaning towards maybe one more after this one. So I don't know.
So
or at least what was the actual rumor? Brendan Hunt, who's Coach Beard, whatever, said that their intent was to leave it in a way that they would have a choice where they could go either way. Like if they wanted to make more, they could make more, and if they decided no, they would be. No.
So how did first Brock O'Connor saying The Mandalorian is going to be awesome, such a good show. I completely agree, and thanks for hanging out with us.
Brock is wise beyond his years.
Amen.
He is. I have a question for you guys, though. Would you rather see them end it well or leave it open?
Because that's the hard thing. I wanted to keep going.
I would rather them end it on a wow moment.
And you don't want a Sopranos ending where they just end?
Or
no, if someone shoots Ted
Lasso or anything. Like name anything that makes money.
So that's a little bit more rare, right? That's starting to be, in theory, the idea of the trend of television. You don't like fade away, burn out, whatever. It's like, it'd be cooler if they just did 4 really shit-kicking seasons and just
see that's good. Or 3 and say, this is it. We killed it. We're done. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And then when you tell your friends, hey, you should go watch this, they're like, cool. Well, it's like 30-something episodes. Like,
yeah,
sounds awesome.
And not just is it awesome, it'll make you feel better.
Yeah.
Be a goldfish.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like Breaking Bad kind of ended like when it needed to end. Like that was.
I can't see that at all, Jason.
It's too bad.
I'm not sure if it's a female
baby photo.
That's the baby.
Okay,
I just got a baby.
Yeah, I saw
baby pic. Yeah. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that jackass that always sends pictures of his grandkids.
You could post it on the Flannel
You're good.
Panel
I think
streams.
When's that kid getting a flannel? That's what I want to know.
Oh,
at Flannel Panel Streams on Instagram. Yep.
And I have already set aside a little bit. She will have her first kilt by the time we get back from Scotland.
No kidding.
So
I believe that.
Yeah. All right, Jason, adjust the tip.
Okay. Well, staying on the Apple TV kick, 2 things. I'll double tip.
Double tip.
Let's keep it going.
Troy's like, wait, you guys double tip?
I'm going to have to go first from now on.
What in the world?
First of all, staying in the Apple TV kick, I've been watching a show called Shrinking.
Oh, yes. My wife told me about this.
It's hilarious because knowing a actual therapist and listening and watching what he does is hilarious. Jason Segel from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
He kind of
mother.
Yeah. So he kind of like breaks. Yeah. And like I said, I have a little bit inside baseball about the things that he's like the transference and stuff that he's breaking and the ethics. But that being said, it's awesome. And it has Harrison Ford, which is great. it's really a fun watch, and a lot of it is like him getting involved and then kind of fucking it up. But it's very good.
It looked good. It piqued my interest, but I hadn't.
It's worth watching. It's very worth watching. It's fun. Like I said, and think of Nat when you're doing it, because Nat, I can't tell you how many times we've had conversations where she's come out of a session that she just wants to wring this person's neck and say, "You're being abused. You're being just get out of that." You know, just let me do the thinking for you, and you'll be fine. But obviously she doesn't, because she's a great therapist and she has ethics. But it's frustrating watching somebody spiral that. Anyway. And then the second one is just a little reminder, kind of a callback from many episodes ago. Cocaine Bear comes out this week.
That's true.
Yeah. That's Apple also.
No, it's
the theater.
I cannot. I will be going to see Cocaine.
No,
Bear.
you aren't going to go to the theater.
Oh,
Watch
yeah.
it.
I will go to the theater. I will post it. I will have a armful of popcorn and a nice
armful of cocaine
and a little bit of cocaine, and we will go see this shit. But yeah,
that's awesome.
So double tap.
All right, Troy, what do you got?
All right. Well, my main one was going to be The Mandalorian. I was excited about that.
Sorry, apologies.
But I was also wanting to talk about Jack Reacher, because I just rewatched season 1 of that, and that's coming back around.
Yeah,
but I just
filmed
checked
up
the
here.
dates. Yeah, I just checked the dates, and it's not. I think it's going to be summer at the earliest, so it's not as close as I'd hoped.
That dude is ripped, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My goodness.
So
he's awesome.
But I do have a little show and tell I wanted to show you.
Oh,
yes.
Calm yourself, Jason.
Clothes on or off?
Yeah.
Tarps off.
So I just got this in this week. A friend of mine made this for me. I talked about it a little bit. This is what.
Whoa, that's man. Awesome. Hold on. Keep it hold up.
If you got,
where's it? Is it laser engraved?
Look at that.
So if you got a Maverick, we had our logo on it. And this
that's
is an actual
badass.
Barrel
That's
head.
the one from the barrel head.
That's
awesome.
Crazy. It's just a random barrel head. The actual barrel head is in my bourbon table.
Oh,
that's so cool.
But, humble brag.
Yeah, I'm loaded over here. But
that's badass, man.
He actually had to glue these, these staves come apart, so he had to actually glue it together and. So this is my
that's
thing.
Cool.
I have to hang a hanger on it, but hopefully next week it'll be right there.
Was it a private thing, or does he do it professionally?
No, he just bought one just for fun and
professional.
Yeah, so I'm getting the guys one for their birthdays. They're coming up here, so yeah, we're all. There's only three of us in the original local guys in the club. So we're
gonna say if he plays his cards right, we can get him at least 10 orders.
Oh yeah, this Brock O'Connor his dad built my bourbon table, so that's
no way.
Okay.
Yeah. You do get the best gifts. That's awesome.
Yeah.
There he is.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, last tip. Also a Netflix show called Full Swing. I referenced golf earlier. Yeah. I'm a huge PGA Tour fan, golf fan in general. Just followed it. Was in fantasy leagues for a long time, and it was really nice to see some of the pros be real. Joel Damon was one of the ones that I really liked. Not a huge name, but definitely done some stuff on tour. JT and Jordan Spieth were kind of, I don't know, they didn't really get into depth with them at all, but it was fun to watch them. And Tony Finau, if you know him at all, Salt Lake City boy.
Yeah.
Like what an inspiration of a person, like this guy's just a humble, real dude that wants to do good in the world. So check that out. If you like golf, if you don't like golf, it's all there. I think it's fun to watch. So check out Full Swing on Netflix.
Hey, another reason for you to come visit, because Jeremy Ranch Shootout is on the Pro Tour, and we can take you up there and golf.
Hey, I'm in.
So what's the premise of the Full Swing? Is it like actual, just like footage of the PGA Tour?
So I said it's just the tip, but They tried to do a drive to survive, like the Formula One series. It didn't pan out the same way. Drive to Survive is way better. But if you're a golf fan at all, or not, like if you just like, learning about stuff, this is a really cool thing for the tour. I think if they get in depth with the next season where they talk about people and more personalities, it'll be a lot better. But I still really enjoyed it. So you see a little bit of Tiger here and there, and Tiger just played a tournament last week after being off for a long time, so that was kind of cool too. But yeah, maybe it's because it's middle of winter and I want golf, but I'm excited for golf right now.
Yeah.
That is my just the tip, and that concludes just the tip for the evening.
We gave everyone a whole bunch of shit to watch other than our show, which I think in retrospect is unfortunate.
Yeah, you know what? If they've watched this far, they're dedicated. And I think we're okay with that. We're an hour and 5 minutes in. We have 3 people watching. We love you so much. Thank you for hanging out.
Hey, the 3 of you. Bring a friend next week.
You know what? We should bring a friend next week.
Okay.
Who's jumping on with us?
I just drank so much so I can just see 3 of y'all. So I'm good. I see 12 on the screen. That's perfect.
Well, old granddad, let's throw it to the end.
We don't know Jack. Oh, wait.
Oh, but JT would drink it.
Oh yeah, gentlemen.
Until next week.
Stay buttoned up.
Cheers.